What's up, guys, and welcome to my early review for SHAZAM. This is directed by David F. Sandberg, and it is from DC, and it stars Zachary Levi as our lead title character, SHAZAM. Obviously, that is when he turns into an adult. He is a kid. He's like a 14-year-old boy who's been in and out of foster care. He keeps running away from his foster care, but he's introduced to this sort of group of people that, you know, you have a man, a woman, and they're sort of taking care of these group of kids who are foster kids, and he really doesn't want to be there. He's in search for something else. One thing leads to another, and he gets this SHAZAM power, and he gets all these abilities. So him and his new roommate, I assume you would say, is another foster kid. He was from the movie It. I forget the actor's name, but he was in the movie It, and he's in this as well. And they sort of create a bond in this film. And he pretty much has to find his powers when there is a dark force coming about at the same time. That's basically all I'll say without giving any spoilers away, and I was definitely excited to see this movie. I thought the trailers looked pretty good. I thought the movie looked funny. Leaving the theater, I can say that for me, I think SHAZAM is another good outing from DC. I didn't necessarily love the movie, but I did really like the movie. I think Zachary Levi is great. I think David F. Sandberg directed the movie well enough. I don't think that the directing in this movie is great. I think he did a serviceable job with the story here. I think that all the acting is really great. I think the movie is really well paced. I think it's extremely entertaining. I didn't feel bored at any point, and I was always into the story and Billy Batson's journey in the film, and his character and his arc and everything that he goes through. I was really a big fan of that, and I think it really worked. But some of the things that didn't work for me in this movie, mainly, the main thing is the villain. Mark Strong is the villain. I think he was doing an okay performance. I don't think he's bad in the movie. Again, he's sort of just doing the most with what he's given. And it's sort of a cliched villain, but they do sort of give you a little backstory to him, which I did like, but it just wasn't enough for me to actually care about what he was doing in the movie. And there's some really bad CG creature effects in this movie that looked pretty bad. In my personal opinion, I think it was a little distracting at points when there's action scenes happening and there's these creatures doing their thing and fighting about. I just thought that some of the times it looked off, and I don't think it looked very good. I think the other effects in the movie were good, and they worked for the most part, but I think the creature effects in this were really distracting for me, and a few things here and there, effects-wise, kind of looked a little off, but overall the effects were good. Like the lightning effects, everything what SHAZAM's doing, I thought looked really good, but the creatures looked really distracting to me. I thought the score was good. I thought the soundtrack was good. I liked the music in the film. And I think most of the humor in the movie works, but some of it doesn't. I think not all of the humor hits, but when it hits, it does hit, and it is pretty funny. And the movie does have heart. I love the family dynamic in the movie that's introduced and that plays out throughout. I really liked it. I liked the friendship with the boys, with the two lead boys, and I was really into it. I thought it was a very solid film, but I didn't love it just because of some very noticeable visual effects, and the villain didn't quite hit as strongly as I hoped it would have. But overall, I really liked SHAZAM, and I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. Guys, do you plan on seeing this movie? I know it doesn't come out for another 2 weeks. If you're watching this video right around the time I post it, I do know that it doesn't come out for a little while. You might have seen it already, I'm not entirely sure, but regardless, whenever you're watching this, comment below, do you plan on seeing it? Did you see it already? What are your thoughts about it? Also, guys, you can subscribe to this channel for my review for Dumbo. That's coming within the next week. Very excited about that. Also, Pet Sematary is coming out. Looking forward to that. You can follow me on Patreon if you want to see this channel grow. Please share this video so more people will be able to see it and get this channel out there even more. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video. And you could also follow me on Instagram at KingArises131. And guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching my review for SHAZAM. Over and out.
You can leave tall buildings in a single bound.